Imagine for a moment, moving through life, not just kind of enduring its challenges, but actually finding this deep wellspring of peace and purpose,
Right.
you know, regardless of what's happening around you.
Yeah, like what if you could meet uncertainty or even, real adversity with a quiet confidence?
Exactly. Seeing it not as some roadblock, but as a genuine opportunity to grow.
Sounds pretty good, right? A powerful way to live.
It really does. Well, today, that's what our deep dive is all about. We're going to uncover some timeless wisdom that can help you cultivate exactly that kind of unshakable inner strength.
That's right. Welcome, everyone, to the deep dive. Our mission today is to pull back the curtain on Stoicism. Now, it's an ancient philosophy, often misunderstood. People think it's about being emotionless or detached.
Yeah, I hear that a lot, like a robot.
Right.
Hmm.
But we're going to show you how, really, at its heart, Stoicism is this remarkably practical path to self-mastery. It's like a powerful toolkit for building resilience and finding genuine purpose.
So it's not just about gritting your teeth through storms.
Not at all. It's about learning how to truly flourish, even right in the middle of them.
Okay, and to do that, we've really dug into some profound texts and teachings. We're talking about the Stoic masters, people like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus.
The big names.
We're distilling the most powerful insights, and, well, our job today is to be your guides. We want to help you not just grasp these core ideas intellectually, but to really see how you can weave them into the fabric of your everyday life. Because that's where it counts.
Absolutely.
Because the core premise here, the fundamental truth we're going to unpack is this: real power, lasting peace, true joy. They don't come from trying to control the world around you.
That feels like a constant battle anyway.
It does. No, the Stoics say it emerges from within, specifically from how you choose to respond to everything that happens. It's this profound realization that life doesn't just happen to you.
It happens through you,
Yeah.
shaped by your inner world.
Precisely. And that, right there, is where the journey to a more purposeful and resilient life really kicks off.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's dive in. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's unpack this foundational idea. It really starts with a simple yet incredibly profound distinction. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, but also one of the most eloquent Stoic philosophers. He offered this really piercing insight.
What did he say?
He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Now that sounds pretty straightforward, doesn't it?
It does, but it's huge. It's the absolute bedrock of Stoicism. People often call it the dichotomy of control.
Dichotomy of control.
Yeah. And what's fascinating here, and maybe often overlooked, is how incredibly, liberating this realization is. It just shifts the power dynamic completely.
How so?
Well, instead of feeling like you're just being blown around by external events like a leaf in the wind, you understand that your true freedom, your ultimate power, lies in your prohairesis. That's your faculty of choice.
Prohairesis.
It's your judgments, your reactions, your actions. This is the only thing external forces can never actually touch. So it's not really about what happens to you.
It's about how you choose to react.
Exactly. Carl Jung, who often seemed to echo this kind of ancient wisdom, he put it beautifully once. He said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become."
Wow. That perfectly captures it, this idea of inner sovereignty.
Inner sovereignty, I like that. It's all about focusing on that.
Yeah, because, look, it's easy to say control your response, but when chaos actually hits, like you get a frustrating email or someone cuts you off driving down 111, that knee-jerk reaction can feel so automatic. So how do the Stoics help us actually, practice this?
That's the crucial question, right? Because Stoicism isn't just theory. It's like a practical training regimen. When those impulses surge, the Stoic response becomes wonderfully simple, though. Okay, not always easy.
Simple but not easy. Got it.
It's control what you can, and the first thing you can control is how you respond. And they had techniques for this. One powerful one was called premeditatio malorum.
Premeditation of evils. Sounds a bit grim.
Huh. It does sound grim, but it's not about being a pessimist. It's more like mentally reversing potential difficulties. If you anticipate challenges, maybe a difficult conversation, a project delay, a minor mishap, you can sort of pre-decide how you'll aim to respond.
Ah, so you're preparing your mind.
Exactly. You choose wisdom, patience, resilience in advance, rather than just reacting impulsively when it happens. And this actually transforms even tough situations into opportunities for growth because you've already mentally walked through it.
That makes a lot of sense. You're building the muscle beforehand.
You got it.
So once you've started to get a handle on controlling your internal response, the Stoics invite you to take it like a step further. And this is where it gets really interesting, I think.
Okay.
They challenge us to see adversity not as some unfortunate obstacle to happiness, but as a profound opportunity, an opportunity to practice virtue and grow stronger. Marcus Aurelius, again, he captured this perfectly. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way."
Hmm. What stands in the way becomes the way. That's powerful stuff.
Isn't it?
And what's fascinating here is that challenges aren't just, inconveniences to be endured. They are, quite literally, the raw material from which we can shape our
It's
character.
a raw material.
Yeah. Think of it like a spiritual workout. Every difficulty, every setback, whether it's, I don't know, a missed promotion at work, a personal disappointment, maybe even a community challenge right here where we live, it offers this unique chance to cultivate virtues. Things like patience, resilience, even a deep, abiding gratitude for what you still have.
So it's not about liking the setback itself.
No, not necessarily.
Hmm.
But this mindset fosters what the Stoics called amor fati.
Amor fati, love of one's fate.
Exactly. And it's not just passive acceptance, like shrugging your shoulders. It's an active, maybe even joyful embracing of everything that happens, recognizing it as somehow necessary for your growth. When you adopt amor fati, you don't just rise above setbacks.
You integrate them. You become stronger, more complete than you were before.
You really do.
And that idea of amor fati really hits home because, gosh, so often we lament difficulties, don't we? We wish they weren't happening.
Of course. It's natural.
But if we truly embrace them as essential to our becoming, as the very path itself,
Yeah.
how might that change our perspective? Like you said, it turns a perceived burden into a stepping stone.
Precisely. It reframes everything.
Okay, now let's talk about something that I think most of us really struggle with in our modern busy lives,
Oh,
living fully in the now.
the present moment, yes.
The Stoics place this enormous emphasis on dedicating our attention right here, right now. They understood, look, the past is gone, it's unchangeable. And the future, well, it hasn't arrived yet, and it's inherently uncertain.
So where's your power?
Exactly. As they taught, the present is where your power lies. It's the only real moment you truly possess.
And connecting this to the bigger picture, this isn't just about being present in some casual, mindful way, although that's part of it.
Right.
It's that dwelling on past regrets or fixating on future anxieties. It effectively causes us to miss out on what's happening right before us. We get lost in what was or what might be.
And we're not really living.
We're not truly showing up for the life unfolding right now. Seneca warned about this. He said something like, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality," which is so true, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. My imagination can cook up some real doozies.
Mine too. And our true self, as Jung echoed again, is really defined by how you show up in the present moment. The Stoics also use memento mori, remember you must die.
Another cheerful one.
Huh. Yeah, but again, not to be morbid, it was meant to sharpen our focus on the preciousness of this moment, to encourage us to use our limited time wisely. So mindfulness then becomes that daily practice to stay grounded in the present.
Allowing us to appreciate every moment as a gift, even the tough ones, without getting pulled away by distractions.
Exactly. It's about being fully engaged with life right here, right now as it unfolds, not lost somewhere else.
That makes perfect sense. It's like pulling your energy back from where it can't do any good, the past or the uncertain future, and investing it precisely where it can, right now.
That's the idea.
Okay, so building on that idea, focusing on the present and what's in our control, the Stoics also offer some profound guidance on finding true peace by letting go of attachments.
Detachment.
Yeah.
Another potentially misunderstood concept.
Right. Attachments to things, people, achievements outside ourselves. They had this deep understanding of impermanence, didn't they? Recognizing that everything external is, well, fleeting.
Absolutely. They taught that when we tie our happiness to anything outside ourselves, we give that thing the power to dictate our emotional state. Think about that.
You're handing over the reins.
Completely. And this raises a critical point, because if nothing in life is guaranteed, and let's face it, it isn't, then attaching our core happiness to external things inevitably sets us up for disappointment.
So does Stoicism mean we shouldn't care about things or people?
No, not at all. That's the misconception. It isn't about becoming emotionless or indifferent to life's joys. Rather, it encourages cultivating happiness from within, developing what they called apatheia.
Apatheia. Sounds like apathy.
It sounds like it, but it's different. It means freedom from disturbing, irrational passions or attachments. It's learning to appreciate things deeply without being dependent on them for your core well-being,
So you can love deeply
without needing to possess. You can strive for goals.
without letting the outcome define your self-worth.
Exactly. It's a profound kind of inner freedom. And this naturally brings us, I think, to the power of gratitude, which is a huge tool in this process.
It absolutely does. Gratitude feels like such a powerful antidote, doesn't it? A tool to shift from that mindset of scarcity, of always needing more, to
Yeah.
one of profound abundance. Instead of always chasing the next thing, you learn to genuinely appreciate what you already have. Right here, right now.
True contentment comes not from acquiring more, but from appreciating the abundance in our lives right now. Gratitude, quite literally, breaks the cycle of comparison. You know, the one that social media often fuels like crazy.
Oh, yeah, the comparison trap.
Gratitude helps us find deep satisfaction in sufficiency rather than that perpetual yearning. It's about actively counting your blessings instead of just tallying your wants.
A very different way to live day to day.
Totally different.
Now, cultivating this kind of inner strength and peace, it doesn't just happen by wishing for it, right? It requires consistent, intentional effort.
Definitely a practice.
And the Stoics highlighted three crucial daily practices for this: self-discipline, profound reflection, and the often underestimated power of silence. Self-discipline, they asserted, is the foundation of Stoic resilience
The foundation.
and the key to unlocking your true potential.
And crucially, again, it's not about rigid, joyless control. It's more like a trainable skill. A skill for mastering impulses, for consistently choosing your higher principles over those fleeting desires, even when the easy path looks tempting.
How did they train that?
Well, they practice what they called ascesis, sort of spiritual exercises. It could be things like voluntary discomfort, maybe a cold shower, a period of intentional fasting, or just abstaining from some trivial pleasure.
Doesn't sound fun, but I see the point.
Right. Every disciplined choice, no matter how small, builds that mental and emotional strength. It fortifies you against genuine hardship later on. And then there's reflection.
Reflection, yeah.
Socrates famously said, it's the cornerstone of a meaningful life. An unexamined life is not worth living.
Powerful words.
They are. And for Stoics, this meant daily pauses for thought. Maybe journaling about your reactions to the day's events, or reviewing how you applied Stoic principles, or failed to. It helps us gain profound self-awareness, learn from our experiences, and make sure our actions actually align with our deepest values.
So discipline shapes the will. Reflection shapes the understanding.
Nicely put. And finally, there's the surprising power of silence.
This one's interesting because we live in such a noisy world, don't we? Always expected to have an immediate answer, a quick comment.
Exactly. But the Stoics saw silence, especially in moments of conflict or high emotion, as this profound tool for regaining control and preserving your inner peace.
How is silence a tool? It feels passive.
It feels passive, but it's truly a form of strength, not weakness. When you feel that urge to lash out, that rush of emotion, silence creates a crucial space. It allows us to respond with intention rather than reacting impulsively.
Ah, the space between stimulus and response.
Precisely. Epictetus, for example, emphasized listening twice as much as you speak. This discipline in speech, or sometimes the lack thereof, it offers clarity. It helps us assess the situation without the heat of the moment clouding our judgment. And ultimately, it leads to more thoughtful, more effective responses. It's a powerful way to keep your composure and your integrity.
Retain your composure. I like that. Okay, moving on. The Stoics were intensely practical people, weren't they? They focused keenly on how we actually live our lives. Two more critical areas come to mind. Intentional living, especially regarding our most precious resource, time, and the power of purposeful action. Seneca, he famously noted, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Oof.
It's hard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Time is our one truly irreplaceable asset. And Marcus Aurelius hammered this home with that stark reminder. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think.
Again, sounds a bit intense, but the point isn't to be morbid.
No, it's meant to shake us awake, to realize time is finite, and to encourage us to live each moment fully, with purpose.
And what's truly fascinating here is how directly time connects to intentional action.
Absolutely, because intention without action is empty. We can dream all day, we can make plans, but as Carl Jung so pointedly put it, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do.
Ouch, actions speak louder than words indeed.
Right. True transformation, real progress, it blossoms from consistent, focused actions that are aligned with our values. Epictetus encouraged this too. He said something like, don't wait for leaders, do it alone, person to person.
Taking personal responsibility.
Yes, underscoring that the power to act resides with you right here in the now. And the Stoics also talked about oikeiosis, this idea of appropriation or natural affinity. It starts with self-care, but it expands outwards
To family, community.
and ultimately to all of humanity. So our actions, ideally, should always serve this expanding circle of care.
And a big part of that intentional living, that purposeful action for the Stoics was about radical simplification.
Yes, eliminating the excess, shedding distractions, both the physical clutter around us and the mental noise inside.
Decluttering your life, basically.
Exactly. So you can focus your energy on what truly matters, aligning your actions with genuine purpose. It clears the path, doesn't it? For that purposeful action we were just talking about.
It really does. Okay, so we've journeyed through quite a few of these powerful Stoic principles, from controlling our reactions, embracing adversity, living in the present, letting go, building inner strength.
It's a comprehensive system.
It really is. And as we sort of tie all these ideas together, the Stoics teach us something crucial about happiness, about joy. They say true, lasting joy isn't ultimately found in, external achievements or getting everything you want.
No matter how much society tells us it is.
Right. No, it comes from something far more profound. It comes from cultivating virtue within yourself.
This is where it all truly culminates. The ultimate goal. Eudaimonia, or human flourishing. The Stoics identified 4 core virtues that when you cultivate them, lead to this unshakable joy.
Okay, what are the 4?
First, wisdom. And this isn't just book smarts. It's practical wisdom, making thoughtful, reasoned decisions based on truth, seeing the bigger picture, understanding what truly matters in life.
Got it. Wisdom. Number 2.
Courage. And again, this goes beyond just physical bravery. It's moral courage, acting rightly even when you're afraid, standing firm in your values no matter the pressure, even confronting uncomfortable truths about yourself.
That takes real strength.
Okay, third.
Justice. This is about acting with empathy, respect, and integrity towards others. Understanding our deep interconnectedness as humans, striving for fairness and kindness in all our interactions.
Treating others well,
And treating them fairly, yes. And finally, number 4 is temperance. This is about self-control, balance, moderation in all things, finding contentment in sufficiency, mastering your desires, not getting swept away by excess.
Wisdom, courage, justice, temperance.
Those are the pillars.
And it's the consistent practice of these virtues day in and day out that genuinely builds that inner strength. An inner fortress almost, one that becomes impervious to life's inevitable ups and downs.
Exactly. It's not a superficial happiness that depends on things going well. It's a deep, profound contentment. It's a state of being, not a state of having. A state of being. I like that. Seneca put it eloquently, didn't he? He said, "A happy life is one which is in accordance with its own nature."
Meaning a life lived in harmony with reason and virtue, regardless of what's happening outside. That's the goal.
Well, as we come towards the end of this deep dive, I think it's really important to remember this crucial point. Stoicism isn't about achieving some kind of immediate perfection.
Definitely not. That would be overwhelming.
Right. It's a lifelong practice. It's a journey of progress, not perfection, built slowly over time through consistent, intentional effort.
Every thoughtful response you choose, every disciplined choice you make, every moment you pick wisdom over impulse, each one builds your inner strength and resilience, brick by brick.
You are truly, as the Stoics would suggest, the architect of your own experience.
Yes, and the author of your own story. You hold incredible power to shape your reality, not by controlling the world outside, which is possible,
but by mastering your thoughts, your actions, and maybe most importantly, your responses. That power, that freedom, it's always within your grasp, right now.
always.
So here's maybe a final thought to leave you with. If happiness truly comes from within, if it's cultivated through virtue and mastering your own responses, then what external pursuit are you still clinging to? What attachment might be holding you back from the unshakable joy that's potentially already within your grasp?
That's a powerful question to sit with, really reflect on.
It is.
And look, if this deep dive sparked something within you, if it maybe offered a new way of looking at your challenges and opportunities, we truly encourage you. Take a personal step toward growth.
Don't just listen, maybe do something.
Yeah. Keep exploring these principles. Maybe pick up a copy of Marcus Aurelius's Meditations or Seneca's Letters from a Stoic. Let these ideas become part of your daily walk, your daily reflection.
That's right. And if this deep dive resonated with you today, go ahead and hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We genuinely love hearing from you, hearing how these ideas apply in your own life.
We really do read them.
And of course, subscribe so you don't miss out on our next exploration together.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for being with us today, for your commitment to wisdom and growth. Until next time, stay grounded and stay strong.